12 of the largest and most terrifying shark species on the planet. If you encounter them, your only chance of survival is to run away as fast as possible. Hello everyone, I'm Vu Chao Hen Bai. Dear friend, in this world, there still exist creatures that strike fear into the hearts of humans. With size and power far beyond any limits of human imagination, giant fish are among the most striking examples of the diversity and grandeur of the natural world. The lords are not merely mysterious creatures with bizarre appearances, but also ruthless predators, ready to attack and destroy anyone if feeling threatened. The Goliath snake, with a size larger than an adult human's hand. One of the most famous snakes known for its devastating power. They can hunt prey like mice or even baby birds, striking fear into anyone who encounters them. The Amazon snake exudes an aura of mystery and terror with its ghostly appearance and sophisticated hunting skills. The giant Solomon snakes can move very quickly and bite hard like the mad bite of a rabid dog. These species are not merely ordinary creatures. Not only that, it is also a symbol of harshness and superior strength in the natural world. Moreover, this planet was once home to countless other giant reptiles. And everything will be revealed in today's video. If you are passionate about exploring the animal world, especially the desire to discover giant-sized animals, let's begin exploring the mysterious universe right now. Golden Giant Foot Statue in Beirut. The giant golden-legged Z of Beirut is a famous large species of Z, capable of hunting even mice. Scolopendra gigantea, also known as the giant yellow-legged centipede of Beirut, is a famous large centipede species. The giant Amazon Z is one of the largest and most terrifying Z species on the planet. With an average length of about 26 centimeters and capable of reaching up to 30 centimeters. They captivate attention not only with their impressive size but also with the extremely dangerous venom they possess. The body of the Scolopendra gigantea is elongated and flattened, divided into 27 segments and having 21 pairs of legs. The front legs are long and strong, functioning like fangs to inject venom into prey. This is how they hunt and eat prey like mice, lizards, and even bats. Primarily distributed in northern Colombia and Venezuela, and on islands such as Aruba, Curaçao, and Trinidad. The species Scolopendra gigantea typically inhabits decaying wood layers, tree bark, or in humid tropical forests. Sometimes, even in the most hidden of actions. This habitat provides them with an ideal shelter and abundant prey for hunting. According to researcher Greg S. Zikomer, this giant Z species is omnivorous and has predatory behavior. They can even prey on smaller Z individuals. They were observed, hunted, and consumed even while falling through the air. The passage shows that they are highly flexible and adaptable, even in the harshest living environments. Although the venom of the Scolopendra gigantea can cause intense pain and make the bite swell, but it usually only leads to death in rare cases. One notable case was the death of a child in Venezuela in 2014. According to reports, the victim was bitten by the Scolopendra gigantea species. This species is classified in the New World Scolopendra group, along with many other Z species distributed across North and South America. This indicates that there is no close relationship between them and they do not belong to the same evolutionary branch in nature. Research on this species provides important insights in the field of biology. Species Z is considered the most dangerous predator in the world, and its hunting behavior causes severe harm. What would you think if one day you had to face this creature directly? Should I get closer and befriend them, or should I run as fast as I can to save my life? If I were the one who met this person, I'd probably faint on the spot before even getting a chance to run. Go ahead and try a bite. Doesn't it look absolutely disgusting, everyone? Recently, a strange creature named Z with a bizarre appearance has been discovered. Living at depths of over 1,000 meters underground, this creature has left the biological research community utterly astonished. This species Z has the scientific name Hades, named after the god who rules the underworld in Greek mythology. The passage was introduced by the research team of the Natural History Museum in Sofia, Bulgaria. Under the guidance of Professor Pavel Stolep, the Z Hades cave was discovered in the Velebit mountain range in Croatia. Its length is described as ranging from 2.2 to 2.8 centimeters. Species Z spends its entire life in the pitch-black darkness beneath the earth. And this is one of the 2 Z species in the world that have never left their underground habitat. The next species mentioned is Geophyllid basophon, discovered in France. The shape of Z. hades possesses perfectly adaptive features for its habitat at a depth of 1,100 meters. Equipped with sharp teeth, long claws, and stiff bristles, they're used for hunting. They typically hunt larvae, springtails, centipedes, termites, spiders, and other small insects. With its clever maneuvering tactics, thanks to its long body and 33 agile legs. Despite possessing venom, Z. hades hardly causes humans any pain. Perhaps this is the result of millions of years of evolution, when species Z had adapted and developed hunting tactics suited to their habitat. Professor Barvinstern suggested that Z. hades might have abandoned sunlight long ago to seek a more stable living environment that meets the species' survival needs. Their habitat can drop to 3 degrees Celsius with high humidity and other harsh environmental factors. This discovery is evidence of the remarkable diversity and adaptability of underground-dwelling organisms. This is also a reminder of the wonder and mystery of the natural world that we humans have yet to fully uncover. Recently, the giant centipede Scolobendra cataracta has stunned the scientific community with its terrifying appearance and spiky legs. Z. waterfall. Amphibian species Z is a unique phenomenon in the animal kingdom, with its remarkable ability to adapt seamlessly between terrestrial and aquatic habitats. The species Scolobendra cataracta belongs to a very large family, capable of reaching lengths up to 20 centimeters, and stands out due to its completely distinct survival behavior compared to other species in the same family. Not only do they possess extremely potent venom and masterful hunting skills, but they also have the ability to swim underwater with remarkable speed and agility. According to available information, renowned scientist Jacques Bexelloni has astonished the research community by discovering species Z. He asserts that this is evidence of the remarkable evolutionary process this creature has undergone. In this section, the experts also describe the Scolobendra cataracta as capable of diving into water, drinking through its entire body, and swimming as swiftly as an otter. An image never before recorded in species Z. This demonstrates that this species has evolved to possess an exceptionally unique body structure and biological functions, enabling them to adapt to diverse yet harsh living environments. Although species Z has only been discovered in Southeast Asia, scientists are working to expand research to clarify both its distribution range and biological behavior. The collection of additional specimens from Laos and Vietnam has provided crucial insights into the diversity and evolutionary process of this species over several decades. However, what surprised scientists the most was the question of the origin and evolutionary process of the Scolopendra cataracta species. These discoveries opening up new research directions on this species, while also offering the potential to uncover deeper insights into the adaptability of organisms in different habitats on Earth. The Texas Wildlife Agency in the U.S. recently drew significant attention after posting an image of a giant red-headed snake, leaving many people both astonished and concerned. On July 10, images of the giant Z creature terrified many people. This animal had extremely striking colors, with 20 pairs of shimmering golden legs and a distinctive bright red head. Ben Hutchins, a wildlife biologist working at Texas Parks and Wildlife, said that Generation Z is not an entirely new phenomenon. They often appear in certain areas of South America and northern Mexico, living mainly in wooden caves or layers of leaves, and sometimes even invading homes. The giant red-headed centipede has a body length of up to 20 centimeters and possesses between 21 and 23 pairs of legs. They are predators, and their main diet consists of insects and spiders. However, larger Zs can hunt bigger prey such as rodents, snakes, lizards, and other small vertebrates. According to the Invertebrate Zoology Museum at the University of Arkansas, the giant red-headed spider, when kept in captivity, often prefers to eat moths. Their vibrant colors serve as a clear warning to predators of the power and danger they possess. With venom that can cause severe consequences for humans, Ben Hodgson specifically warns of the dangers of being bitten by a red-headed snake. Patients often experience symptoms such as pain, swelling, skin necrosis, dizziness, nausea, and discomfort. Additionally, the bite can cause muscle damage, nerve weakness, and even lead to heart attacks. Several severe cases have been recorded, notably a 2006 incident in which a 20-year-old man died of acute myocardial infarction after being bitten by a red-headed viper. Dangerous and Scary, ISN. Philippe Island, the Kingdom of Fierce Predators. The red-headed Z creatures possess a unique Suyen phalute nearly 30 centimeters long, with a shell as hard as armor, and have succeeded in hunting the black-winged peten birds. The giant petrel Pterodroma nigripennis inhabits Phillip Island in the South Pacific. However, despite their somewhat peculiar eating habits, scientists still highly value the role of species Z in the effort to restore the island's green ecosystem after the harsh impacts of human activities. The reality is that thousands of peten birds are consumed each year. The Z creatures have officially taken over the position of the island's former invertebrate predators. According to an analysis by The Conversation, the red-headed Z species is not only one of the top predators, and it has also become an inseparable part of Phillip Island's ecosystem. Their sensitive spines help them move skillfully through the forest layers to hunt prey. Though black-winged peten birds do not nest in trees but dig burrows in the ground, they still become ideal prey for such massive Z creatures. The sight of the Z swarm attacking fledglings is not only horrifying but also holds a peculiar fascination for researchers. They inject venom into the prey's head to paralyze it before consuming the flesh. The passage reflects their professionalism and fierce will to survive. Scientists estimate that annually, this species Z can kill between 2,109 and 3,724 young peten birds. This truth may be so astonishing that it's hard to believe, but it is an extremely important part of the island's ecological cycle. Previously, the ecosystem on Phillip Island was nearly completely destroyed due to the invasion of domestic animals such as pigs, goats, and rabbits. However, since conservation efforts were implemented, the removal of pigs and goats since the early 20th century and rabbits since the 1980s has allowed the ecosystem to recover. This proves that, despite the bizarre and sometimes terrifying appearance of giant red-headed centipedes, but they play an incredibly vital and irreplaceable role in preserving and developing the natural ecosystem of this island, my friends. Whenever giant cockroaches need to grow, they must endure a painful and bizarre molting process. The body of this species is covered by a sturdy armored shell, with no prominent tail section. To keep growing, the giant snake must shed its skin. Molting is a significant event, marking the color transformation phase in the life cycle of the giant cricket. This process consumes a great deal of their energy, but it is the only way this species can grow in size and sustain life. After molting, the centipede will eat its old exoskeleton to replenish lost energy and avoid potential risks if it had to hunt immediately afterward. The giant centipede, also known as the giant golden-legged centipede, is a species belonging to the genus Scolopendra. It is also the largest centipede species in the centipede family. They measure between 26 and 30 centimeters in length, significantly larger than other cricket species. With their impressive size, giant bats can hunt small animals such as snakes, mice, frogs, and even other bats or fledgling birds. The predatory power of giant crickets comes not only from their body size but also from the venom contained in their fangs at the front of their mouth. These fangs can pierce deep into prey, injecting venom that paralyzes them. Then, the cricket will use its strong legs to grip tightly and swallow the prey whole. The hunting mechanism of giant crickets is extremely efficient, perfected over millions of years of evolution. They usually operate at night, emerging from deep caves or burrows, as darkness falls is when they begin their hunt. Using their sensitive whiskers to detect scents and vibrations from potential prey. Though a centipede, the giant centipede possesses an astonishing ability to adapt to its habitat, along with fierce vitality when hunting and consuming small animals. Their existence is a crucial link in the ecological chain, contributing to maintaining ecosystem balance and preserving biodiversity within animal populations. A new giant cricket species has been discovered in Japan after more than 100 years of absence. Scolopendra asiona is one of the newly discovered giant centipede species found recently on the islands of Japan's Ryukyu archipelago. This event has garnered significant attention from the scientific community due to its unique characteristics and its prolonged occurrence spanning 143 years in the local area. This is the third species of sea centipede discovered worldwide within the Scolopendra genus. This group comprises about 100 species, each averaging around 20 centimeters in length and possessing 20 pairs of legs. Scolopendra asiona is considered the largest centipede species ever discovered in the Ryukyu Islands. A chain of about 200 prominent islands lies between Japan's Kyushu and Taiwan. The name of this species originates from anchovy, a figure in Greek mythology. That person was cursed by the primordial gods and turned into a Hanshin bird. Today, this species is known as the kingfisher. Among the specimens Anciona collected, there was one with legs of a jade blue hue, very similar to the color of a kingfisher's legs. This has sparked interest and inspired the naming of the new species. Notably, this cricket species' ability to adapt to aquatic environments is considered the main inspiration behind its naming. In Japanese, this centipede is called Jujin or Omakade, inspired by the legend of Jujin, the river god. Old tales recount that Jujin was terrified of cockroaches after being bitten on the hand by one. And hundreds of years ago, the image of a snake adorned on boats became a protective symbol against the water deity in the Ryukyu Islands. Scientists collected 7 specimens of the Anciona species along with 7 crickets belonging to 2 different species during their research on Scolopendra. From numerous islands such as Okinawa, Iwo-jima, Kumejima, and Kikujima to the central region of Honshu in Kanagawa Prefecture. They conducted morphological characteristic checks and genetic analysis to determine that Anciona is a unique species, unlike any other. Unlike Multilon and Supinabec millipedes, Anciona typically hides beneath submerged rocks in streams. They are often observed hunting along riverbanks, demonstrating the species' adaptable ability to thrive in both aquatic and terrestrial environments. This holds particularly significant importance in the research and conservation of biodiversity in the Ryukyu Islands. Here are the 2 English translation options, choose one based on context. In the field of pets and domestic animals, Anciona also attracts attention as a rare breed. Although raising and conserving this species in an artificial environment presents many challenges and requires a special care regimen. The study of the Scolopendra anciona species not only unveils new insights into biodiversity. The passage also reflects a deep concern for environmental conservation, while highlighting efforts to study previously unknown species in the Ryukyu Islands. Omakade is a giant demonic creature, often appearing in Japanese legends and a terrifying nightmare for the local people. Omakade, also known as Omakade, is a type of yokai in Japanese mythology. This animal has a dark body, standing out with its vibrant orange legs and head. The Japanese centipede is believed to be related to the Mokade species, belonging to the Scolopendra satsubinibet family. Mokade is famous for its extremely powerful bites and remarkable endurance. On the outside, it is encased in a hard, armor-like shell that is nearly impenetrable. But there is still a weakness. Human saliva can peel off the coating and cause damage. According to legend, in Shiga Prefecture, there is a famous bridge called Seto no Karidashi. Long ago, a giant serpent demon named Orochi appeared on this bridge, lying motionless and refusing to leave. The villagers were terrified. No one dared to pass by. But Fujiwara no Hide Sato, a brave general, strode across the bridge without hesitation. The villagers were both admiring and astonished by Hide Sato's bravery. Hide Sato not only dared to approach Orochi but also bravely climbed onto the giant serpent's back to cross the bridge. Surprisingly, Orochi not only caused no harm to Hide Sato but also quietly retreated back to the lake. That evening, a beautiful woman approached Hide Sato and claimed to be the daughter of the Dragon King. The Dragon King's home was invaded by Omakade, which slaughtered and devoured the precious fish within. Carp, Nagorobuna, and Gengorobuna are all descendants of the Dragon King. The Dragon King's daughter sought out Hide Sato to ask for help in destroying Omakade. Hide Sato nodded in agreement, taking his sword and bow and arrows up Mount Mikami as he waited. The sky suddenly erupted into a violent storm, while Mount Mikami exploded, spewing thousands of flames. Omakade, a giant centipede, emerged in the gloomy atmosphere with countless massive legs coiled around the mountain. Hide Sato drew his bow and fired an arrow straight at Omakade's eye, but the shot missed its mark. Then he suddenly remembered the trick to deal with centipedes. Human saliva has the ability to suffocate or poison the Omakade. Hide Sato spat on the arrowhead, took aim straight at Omakade, and let it fly. The arrow shot swiftly through the air, striking down Omakade with clean precision. Help, the Dragon King. That is a razor that never dulls, a silk scroll that never fades. A magical pot that always produces delicious meals without any cooking, along with the king's giant bell. But afterward, Hide Sato donated the bell to Mildera Temple. Although Omakade does not appear in real life. But until now, The Colobendra sapinib centipede has been regarded as its embodiment. This is a very large species of centipede, widely distributed throughout the Southeast Asia region. In Japan, this species is commonly known as the Japanese giant centipede. Also known as the blue-headed centipede, this species typically measures between 7.5 to 13 centimeters in length. And they also often appear in residential areas when the weather gets warmer. When encountering a multi-legged animal of such enormous size, this must be absolutely terrifying for you, isn't it? Listening to this song gives me full body chills. It's seriously so eerie, guys. Astrobladera was a giant prehistoric centipede, roughly the size of a small car. The giant centipede Astrobladera, a creature long extinct. Recently, the series has been impressively and beautifully revived by Netflix. Lie on our planet. A creature as long as a small car leisurely strolls through the forest, patiently searching for the true essence of its existence. Astrobladera is known for its enormous size, reaching up to 2.6 meters in length and 0.5 meters in width. With a weight that can reach up to 50 kilograms. This is one of the largest insects ever to appear on Earth. Scientists first discovered the fossil of Astrobladera 170 years ago. Coexisting in the Carboniferous period, approximately 359 to 299 million years ago. Only regions such as the United Kingdom, Europe, and North America. In 2018, a nearly intact giant specimen was accidentally discovered. Has opened up a new research direction for scientists. Thanks to that, they successfully reconstructed this ancient creature for the Asterisk Lion of Lanny's Asterisk series. Sophia Lenfi, the film's producer and director, stated, Astrobladera is one of the most precisely designed creatures in the film series. And is one of the most accurate versions ever reconstructed in this product line. The film not only explores the grand scale of Astroblade but also. The passage also emphasizes the living environment and the necessary conditions for their survival. During the time when Astrobladera existed, the oxygen levels on Earth were much higher than they are today. This has driven the evolution of large-sized organisms like Astrobladera. The lush green forest absorbs carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, contributing to the growth of other giant insect species. Just like in Makana, there are dragonflies as big as birds and crickets up to 10 centimeters long. Dan Tabster, the series producer, also highlighted the unique aspect of Astroblader. Like their own blindness, a feature that the production team has researched in modern quilted fabrics. These species typically only have the ability to distinguish between light and dark at the most basic level. Still limited compared to the complex vision of humans. It can be said that recreating Astrobladera is one of the simplest projects in this film series. Thanks to the presence of many well-preserved fossils of this species. From paleontological traces to intact surviving specimens, scientists have successfully reconstructed the original colors of Astrobladera, adjust to reflect the life of this ancient creature. Isn't it amazing, everyone? If you have the time and passion for exploring giant cockroaches, don't miss this exciting movie. Dear friends, these giant centipedes are not only terrifying due to their enormous size but also because of their fierce appearance. At the same time, it is also a clear testament to the wondrous and diverse beauty of nature. Though their presence may fill us with dread, these species also contribute to maintaining balance and promoting the growth of the ecosystem. Studying and learning about them not only helps us appreciate them more but also accumulates valuable experience about the natural world. But also delivers profound lessons about life and existence. They are living proof of the incredible and almost unbelievable wonders of life on this planet, my friends. What do you think about this issue? Among these species, which one do you like the most? Don't hesitate to share your thoughts by commenting below. And don't forget to give Universe of Original Secrets a like. Goodbye for now, see you again soon.